All right, we are here. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to tonight's presentation on how we are going to learn how to grow Bitcoin daily. I'm going to take a look at who's in the waiting room, and we're going to let everybody in. All right, more people is coming in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me see. All right. How you doing, Claude?
Doing great. How about you, sir?
All right. Great, great.
Good.
Putting the face with a name.
Oh yeah. It's about time. How's everything going, sir?
Good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, how about yourself?
Good, bro. Good. Nice seeing you. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. But I wanted to get started because we got quite a bit to cover, and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So I'm gonna just let a few more people get admitted in here. Okay, gonna mute everybody out. All right, everybody's coming in. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to get started, and let me share my screen. I want to welcome everybody to the call, to the meeting today. My name is Gary Joe, and I'll be your host for today. And basically getting right into it, everybody, this is an income opportunity to earn additional income from whatever it is that you're doing. And for those who are already a part of this opportunity, this is like a refresher. I say repetition is the mother of mastering. So, you'll get better informed, better understanding, clarity. You might even learn something new. Now, when you are approached and introduced to different business opportunities, there's usually situations where you either had to contribute some money, contribute some time, and maybe even share the information with other people with hopes to, make additional money. And the bottom line is you're sometimes told you're either make money or you make excuses. And I always say, I don't like the sound of that. I disagree with this statement right here, that you either make money or you make excuses. There are plenty of reasons why a person may not make money, whether it be their background level, their educational level, their location, where they, are at, their resources, things of that nature, the way they were brought up, who knows? There's a big gap and various justifiable reasons why people aren't successful in business. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that this opportunity has an even level playing field. Also, with opportunities, as I said, you kind of sort of have to share the information, with other people and recruit or hope that they join you and things of that nature. This is not that, because most people are not good at recruiting. I don't like that word, recruiting. I prefer sharing the information because I'm not a recruiter. I just like to provide information, as much as possible, be as transparent as possible so that people can get informed and make an intelligent, informed decision for themselves, whether yay or nay. So I just share information. Now, with this opportunity, it's really automatic. You know, it's like you could just click a success switch, as I like to put it, because everything is automatically done for you. That's why it's an even level playing field. It really doesn't matter what your background is, what your educational level is, what your location is. None of that really matters. If Susie do this, this will happen for Susie. And if John do exactly what Susie did, this will happen for John. It doesn't matter if John is a male, Susie a female. John is in South Africa, Susie is in Ireland. It doesn't matter. It's automatic what we're talking about. But when we get into the objective of today, it's really about the possibility for you to work from home and replace your full-time income. How does that sound? You know, how does that sound to replace your full-time income? And not only replace your full-time income, replace your full-time income passively and residually. That's huge. Well, when I look at opportunities and I evaluate them, I always make sure that is it the good timing? Is the right timing for the opportunity? You know, what I mean by that is it something that like everybody is looking for? You know, it's something that has a demand for it. You know, that's always a good indicator, you know, for your opportunity. Also, is whatever it is that you're doing, is it sustainable? What I mean by that is, you know, some opportunities that you come across, as I said, require that you recruit people. You know, now, if that's the only thing that you do is recruit people and recruit people and recruit people, that's not really sustainable because it's driven by recruiting people. You know, and as I already said, many people are not good at recruiting people. So that is not a sustainable business. So that's one thing to consider. Also, is the company able to pay out the monies that it promised, you know, that it offers, you know, bonuses and commissions? You know, if it doesn't have a product or a service, usually it can't do that. You know, it usually can't pay out what it promised. And also, is the company ahead of a trend? That's always key. You know, you want to be ahead of a trend. You want to be in the front, in the forefront, you know, because you get to capitalize on what's to come. So is the company in front of a trend? And if that is the case, guys, I like to say, go all in, burn the bridges. Now, that could seem kind of scary to some people. And the reason why is because you got to consider the risk and reward involved. But if you're young, you know, I would say, and you should focus on high risk things, because the little bit of money that you're dealing with as a young person, say 18 or 30, the money that you're moving around, really in a bigger scope of things, you're not going to remember, especially, you know, when you're a teenager. So if you have something that can have a high return, it's usually a high risk situation. And as you get older, you kind of want to scale back some and, you know, have medium risk to low risk with a percentage of high risk things. So depending on where you're at in life will help you determine how you feel and what your economic status is. Are you able to burn all bridges, go all in? If you see an opportunity for yourself, don't look back, keep moving forward, because going all in, you can get all in results. That's just the way I look at it. No half stepping. So the name of the company is Merit Trading International. And we're going to talk about what is Merit Trading International and what it's all about. And this is something I'm super excited about, because Merit Trading International is where artificial intelligence meets the Forex high frequency trading platform, and where the trading bot meets Bitcoin. So you're like, Gary, what did you just say? What does that mean? Okay, let's break it down. Artificial intelligence. When we talk about artificial intelligence, we're usually talking about a robot, right? Now, Forex is pretty much a global marketplace where the foreign national currencies are traded amongst each other, are kind of like bidded amongst each other. And Bitcoin, you know, if you've been sleeping under the rock, you know, I don't know how you not know what Bitcoin is, but it's a cryptocurrency. Now, when I put all these words together, artificial intelligence, Forex, Bitcoin, basically what this comes to be is you have a trading robot that trades on your behalf on the foreign exchange, which is Forex, in Bitcoin, a Bitcoin-based currency. Now, even if we want to look up, let's see if I go over to here and look up what is Let me share this with you guys. A trading bot. Trading bot is widely available programs that connect to a user's cryptocurrency exchange and make trades on their behalf. They work using a variety of indicators and signals, such as moving averages and indices. The idea is simple: to help users make money in the markets while not wasting a lot of their time. Okay, so that's basically what a trading bot is. Now let me get back over to the other screen for you guys. Okay. All right, so that's what a trading bot is. And that's what MTI does. It trades Bitcoin on your behalf using artificial intelligence, using an EA, an expert advisor, using a trading bot, okay? And that's what my pick is for 2020 and beyond for passive rewards, all right? Now, when I'm looking at opportunities, the smart thing to do, just like if somebody committed a crime, you know, you look at, you know, the crime scene and you follow the evidence. You know, if it's a major, you know, scheme, money scheme, laundering scheme, you follow the money. The same thing you do in business. You follow the trends, you follow the money, you see what's going on. And here you have billionaire investor who is a venture capitalist, Tim Draper. You know, over 6 months ago, he pulled out from the stock market and he went pretty much all into Bitcoin. And if Tim Draper, who's a billionaire investor, pulled out from the stock market and invested millions into Bitcoin, that should leave a clue. I always think and question, if you had a little bit of money versus a person who had millions and millions of dollars, what is scarier? You know, to move your money and put millions in something, does that seem like riskier, you know, versus putting, you know, $100, $1,000 into something? You know, what's riskier? Now, this gentleman was willing to put millions of dollars into Bitcoin. That should leave a clue that he knows something that some people may not know. Also, you have John McAfee. McAfee is the founder of McAfee Associates, which is the antivirus software. You guys remember McAfee? Like, you got Norton antivirus, you got McAfee. He's the founder of that. He's a millionaire himself. Now he predicts, now he might have been just ranting, but he predicts that Bitcoin will be worth $2 million by the end of 2020. You know, now I can't say that seems correct, you know, or if that's accurate or not, but he claims that to be the case. And Tim Draper, he said he sees Bitcoin at $250,000 a coin by 2023, into 2022, into 2023. So I would say that may be credible to some extent. He's willing to put his money where his mouth is. So I would say, you know, if they halfway right, you know, being invested in Bitcoin could be a great thing for anybody. All right, so the problem with Bitcoin is that there are 3 ways to acquire it. You can either buy it, you can mine it, or you can earn it. Now, if you're going to buy Bitcoin today, let's see where Bitcoin at today. Bitcoin today is at $11,214. $11,214. All right. Now, with that being the price today, ask yourself, can the average person come out their pocket and just, you know, I'm gonna get me 1 Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, 3 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, you know, that's 11,000, 22,000, 33,000, 44,000, 55,000. Can the average person just go ahead and buy them some Bitcoin? The answer is no, especially in the times that we're in today, you know, where people have lost their jobs, they're waiting on stimulus checks, and so on and so forth. The average person can't just go ahead and buy a Bitcoin. Now, so we had to cross that out. You know, that's not realistic to buy Bitcoin. Now, for the average person. Number two, you can mine Bitcoin. Now, when you mine Bitcoin, that's this picture over here. If you're a Bitcoin miner, you have several computers, you know, you use, which costs quite a bit of money, and you're using a lot of electricity. And you got to understand what you're doing. Can the average person mine Bitcoin and willing to learn what it is to mine Bitcoin and use all their electricity to do so, hoping for a return when they are actually in competition with other miners as well? I don't think so. So the average person is not going to be able to buy Bitcoin. The average person is not going to be able to mine Bitcoin. So the only way really is to earn it. You know, the good old fashioned elbow grease, let's get in there and let's earn some Bitcoin. Now, that's where Mirror Trading International comes in at. You know, Mirror Trading International helps you to earn Bitcoin. And why we like it? Because one thing I shared before is a Bitcoin denominated account. You know, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. And you earn from the trading profits and the appreciation in the Bitcoin. Yes. So if MTI is trading Bitcoin for you and accumulating more Bitcoin for you in quantity, you benefit from that. But also, Bitcoin is going up in value. So you benefit from that as well, because it's a Bitcoin-based denominated account that you have. And it stays as Bitcoin. And you can withdraw Bitcoin at any time. You know, there is no lock-in period for your Bitcoin. You put your Bitcoin in, you can take your Bitcoin out. I will say that the company, you know, requests that you give them up to 48 hours to get your Bitcoin over to your account, because it's in with the brokerages and the trading pool being traded. So once you request it, they got to put in a request in to get your Bitcoin back out. It doesn't have to take 48 hours. It could take 12 hours. It could take 2 hours. But they just say give them up to 48 hours. They offer a lucrative referral program, which we'll get into. And it's totally optional. It's not required. And we talked about the robot. And it's the robot like the big banks use, you know, the artificial intelligence. Because banks make money off your money. You know, you put your money, your dollars in the bank, they go ahead and they go loan it out, trade it, and so on and so forth. And they don't give you any of that, but they make money off your money. But you can now put your money into your MTI account, or your Bitcoin, I should say, and it gets traded on your behalf, and your Bitcoin is making Bitcoin for you, and it goes to you. And also the company provides daily statements for you to track in your back office. So these are the reasons why I chose Bitcoin. I love this picture because Bitcoin, I think, is here to stay, and the account stays in Bitcoin. So whatever you put in, you get out. You put Bitcoin in, you get Bitcoin out. Okay, so there's 3 ways for you to grow your Bitcoin. And I say daily, specifically Monday through Friday, because that's when the Forex exchange is up and running, and that's when your Bitcoin is being traded. One way is what we call a daily passive rewards. And I want you to look at that as being an investor per se. So just keep like that mentality when you think of the daily passive rewards. The other 2 ways is the referral program and the binary bonus. So you can receive referral bonuses and you can receive what they call a binary bonus. And we'll discuss those as well. So let's first get started with the daily passive rewards. With the daily passive rewards, it's really, really simple, guys. You earn on average between 0.48% to 2% daily, you know, Monday through Friday, okay? And these rewards get added to your account on the next trading day and so on and so forth. And it says the average has been around 10 to 12% monthly. So really you could kind of determine what you want your monthly passive residual income to be. If you want your monthly passive residual income to be $100, then if you had $1,000 in your account, 10% of $1,000 is $100. If you wanted $1,000 a month, 10% of $10,000 is $1,000 a month. That's passive rewards. So on average, you'll receive 10 to 12% monthly on your rewards. Now, there's no guarantee that would be the number, because we're just talking about past history, with accounts, and we can't talk about future rewards. We can't predict future rewards. So this is just based on history, okay? Now, this, as we further talk about the daily passive rewards, is all about the profits. This is the Bitcoin cycle with MTI. When your Bitcoin goes into your account, the next business day, it gets traded on the market through the artificial intelligence, robot. And when profit is generated, it gets broken down in these various ways. If you start with you, because that's what everybody really care about is yourself, we start with you, 40% of the profits that are generated through the trading, gets broken down to its members, okay? 25% of the profits sorry about that, go back, goes to the trader, who's got to get paid for doing this work for us. 20% of the profit goes to the binary compensation portion of the company's plan, which is to that pool. 15%, which is broken up between, they call it profit sharing, and MTI admin themselves, goes there. What's key is we're talking about the profits. I want to point out that because no money, and when I say money, I mean Bitcoin, that you contribute to your account goes into anybody else's pocket. Meaning that if you come aboard and you want to open yourself an account with MTI and have a Bitcoin denominated account, if you put, let's say, $100 in your account, MTI is going to pay whoever brought you in, whoever referred you, whoever enrolled you, they're going to pay that person 10% of your contribution in 7 days. Now that 10% is not going to come out of your account, meaning that you're not going to contribute $100 and then MTI is going to take $10 out of that $100 and give it to whoever you enroll with. No, they're going to go ahead and trade your $100. You're going to get your daily compounding rewards of Bitcoin. And out of that trading profit that was generated over those 7 days, right here, as you see down here, 40% goes to the members, 25% goes to the traders, 20% go to the binary, 15% goes to the profit share into admin. So the referral bonus is already taken care of. That's coming out of the profit. So that $10 out of that $100 is coming from the profit. You're still going to get your amount. Whoever refers you are going to get their amount. So that's how that works. I've seen companies that when you join with them, you bring your money, whatever package you're buying or product you're buying, or when you join, part of it goes to some type of education or academy, and really that money is really going into somebody else's pocket and it's not being utilized, for your benefit. That's not happening here. You're just contributing your Bitcoin. It goes into trading. The profits that are generated get distributed amongst these different, I like to say, pots. So just to further explain the trading profit, let's look at it this way. Let's say on May the 4th, the daily trade profit was 1.798%, okay? Out of that 1.798% that was profit generated, off of the Bitcoin that was placed in the trading pool, 40% of that 1.7 is 0.719. 20% of that 1.7 is 0.35. 5% of that 1.7, which is out of that 15% I told you guys, is 0.089. 25% of the 1.7 is the 0.44, and 10% of 1.7 is 0.17. All these percentages would then be multiplied by your contribution in your account. So if you had $100 in your account, you would get 0.71 times 100 added to your base account. That's how much you would compound for that day. And then what the company does is it takes that amount, your profit and your base that you contribute, and they put it back into the trading pool the next day to be traded again. Now this number is usually 99% of the time, I haven't seen it less than, it's always been positive. It's always greater than the day before. So every time your Bitcoin and your profit is traded the next business day, is always more than the day before. So your amount accumulates more and more. So that's how that's broken up, guys. All right. Now this is a snapshot showing in your back office what it will look like, daily trading profits. And we start at the bottom because this will be the most recent. If you look at the dates, 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth. Up here, I should say down here, this was your contribution. Let's say that about $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. These numbers are in Bitcoin. You know, so this 0.2 Bitcoins, say it's about $2,000. And then this is 10 days because you receive daily compounding rewards. So these are your trading pool bonuses. This was day 1, day 2, day 3. This is your trading profits, you know, and this is your balance as about to go into the trading pool. So, and that's your closing balance. So by day 10, you went from about 2,000 in Bitcoin to about $2,600 in Bitcoin. And these are the trading results. These are the percentages, the daily percentages that trading profits of that 40% of that trading profit number that was added to your account. Okay, so that's how that's worked. And let me see. If you click on that view button right there on the right hand side, you'll get in your back office, you'll get your report for that day, which shows you the buy and sells, all the trades that were made in that day on your behalf by the trading robot. So the company is transparent. They show you the trades. You know, you get a report in your back office so you can see how these numbers were generated. And I know we can go into a lot more details about those things later, but I just want to get through this, you know, in quick summary overview for everybody to understand. I want to be respectful of you guys' time. Okay, the next way you get paid is the 10% referral bonus, which is kind of self-explanatory. When you refer somebody, their total Bitcoin deposit is used in trade, and you get 10% bonus in about 7 days. There is a timer in your back office, and it's 7 days. So if they contribute and they joined on a Tuesday, 7 days later from that Tuesday, you'll see your bonus. But you could go in your back office and look at the countdown timer if you didn't know when that's going to happen. So somebody might have enrolled on Tuesday, somebody enrolled on Thursday. You'll see Tuesday, and then 7 days, on Thursday, you'll see you got 2 bonuses, referral bonuses coming to hit your account. Now, I love this statement. Because there's no lock on anyone's Bitcoins, this prevents MTI from losing funds, and bonuses are earned through trading, which keeps it from being a Ponzi scheme, guys, along with making MTI a long-lasting program. Now, what does that mean? See, Ponzi schemes got the name from the gentleman named Ponzi, where you would bring people in, and that's how you pay the people above them and so on and so forth. Well, MTI provides trading services. They do have a service, you know, it's trading your Bitcoin on your behalf. Now, for doing so, again, we talk about profits are generated, but MTI don't hold your funds. When you put your funds in your account, it may sit with MTI, maybe like 1 hour to 4 hours, but it immediately get pushed over to the brokerage firm. So MTI don't hold your money, you know, for it to get lost, anybody to do some fraudulent activities in their accounts or anything like that. It goes right to the trading pool. And also, because the money is made from the trading and it has a service, this is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not recruiting people just to get money from those people to put in other people's pocket. Again, money is made by trading only. If no profits are made from trading, nobody makes no money, including MTI. And then the binary bonus is not an ordinary bonus, it's a perpetual bonus, meaning that usually when you think of a bonus, it's like a once-off, right? But the binary bonus is perpetual, it's ongoing, and we'll talk about that. One thing I want to point out about the 10% referral, which is huge, guys, is 10% on the person who you enrolled on their entire account. Meaning that if they contribute $100 one day, you'll earn 10% referral for that. Later on, if they contribute $500 to their account, you're going to earn 10% on that as well. If they contribute $1,000 3 weeks later, you're going to get 10% on as well. So you get 10% on their entire account. Now, that don't have nothing to do with their money. You're not touching their money, so they're not losing anything. You get paid 10%. MTI pays you 10% every time they contribute to your account. You'll get paid 7 days later, on that contribution. That is crazy. Now, we talked about the 10% referral. We're going to talk about the binary income. And binary is 20% of the profits that's attributed to the binary income. Some of you may be familiar with a binary income where you have, say, two teams, a right team, a left team. If you decide to share it, you see this big word at the top that says optional team building. So the first way you get paid, as I shared, guys, has nothing to do with sharing this with anybody. You can make and grow your Bitcoin all by your own contribution, all by your lonesome. You don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to get on no phone calls. You don't have to go to no meetings or anything like that. You can just contribute to your account and you'll watch your report, your daily compounding rewards in your back office Monday through Friday. Don't have nothing to do with calling anybody on the phone, texting them, email, or anything like that. This portion right here brings that part in where you're sharing the information with other people to leverage, the compensation plan. All right. So when you join as a free member, I got to point this out. You have 7 days to fund your account. Okay. You have 7 days to fund your account. If you don't fund your account in 7 days, it will be automatically deleted. And if you want to come back and create another account, you can. But in the binary compensation plan, you will lose your position. You'll see what that means, in a bit. 10%, we talk about that, referral bonus on personally sponsored people. And now we're at the binary bonus. To be binary bonus qualified, you need to have $200 minimum in your account. And I recommend $250 to $300. And the reason for that, I'll explain, in a short bit. You need to have 2 personally referred people to qualify for the bonus. So that's you need to have $200 in your account, and you need to have 2 people that you personally enroll who actually each have $100 in their account worth of Bitcoin. That will qualify you for the binary compensation plan. Okay. Now this right here lets you know how many levels deep you can get paid. And that's all based on your contribution to your account. The company says if you contribute between $200 to $999, they'll compensate you on the binary down to 10 levels. And you guys can read the rest of it. And if you have $10,000 and more in your account, you could get compensated to infinity on the binary compensation plan. So you determine how many levels you would like to get compensated on a binary if you so choose to opt into the binary compensation portion of the program. So here's what it looks like. This is you with $200 of Bitcoin in trade, and you have one person on your right, one person on your left, who each have at least $100 of Bitcoin in trade in their account. Okay, you can have more. If you have less, then you'll be out of the binary compensation plan. Which is why I say that you want to have more than $200 because also you have Bitcoin, and with Bitcoin fluctuates up and down. So if you have $200 in your account and by any chance Bitcoin takes a dip in its value, you still have the same amount of Bitcoin that you have, but the value of it has decreased, then you have a value less than $200 of Bitcoin in your account. So therefore you'll be moved out of being binary qualified. But if you have like 250 or 300 or more, you really don't have to worry about that unless things get really out of hand with the value of Bitcoin, which we don't have control over. Now, are you leadership qualified? This is an extension of the binary, and it kind of gets confusion to some people, but really is you being binary qualified and you having $200 in your account, as well as the 2 people that you personally refer has $200 in their account. I also got to point out, guys, that you must put one person on your right and one person on your left to be qualified, along with the monetary amounts of Bitcoin in their accounts. You got to put one person on your right and you got to put one person on your left. I know there are cases where you'll have what they call spillover, where people that came in before you, they're still sharing the information and more people are joining, and they'll fall underneath of you because they only could go right or left. So they have to go somewhere and they'll fall underneath you, and that's known as spillover. And if that happens, you'll get compensated on that value. But that does not neglect the fact that you need to put somebody on that side. You might have 5, 10, 100 people on that side, and you're just getting started. You still got to put somebody on that side, all right? At least one person. Now, with this leadership bonus, as I explained, you can have what they call leadership bonus 1, leadership bonus 2. Now, if you look at this diagram right here, all it is an extension of the being binary qualified with $200 in your account and duplicating that. Okay, so you have $200 in your account, 2 people that you personally sponsor, one on their right, one on your left. They each have $200 in their account. The person you personally sponsored, each person that you personally sponsor, as it says right here, every direct referral you have that is binary qualified with $200 each, you earn 1 share. So that's called, the profit share. So this scenario, if you look at how this is set up, you and your 2 personally referred, each one of your personally referred people who are binary qualified, because they got $200 in their account and these 2 have $100 in the account, will make them binary qualified. But the moment that these 2 people have $200 in their account, you will receive a profit share, which is 2.5% of the trading pool profit that's attributed to the profit share. So each person that falls in line, that you personally referred, that is end up like this, you'll get compensated for that. So that's profit share 1. Now the leadership bonus 2 is the same thing, except that it goes down the next level. So this was you, this was the person that you personally sponsored. Now the people that they personally sponsored do the same thing. Once this happens, you'll be a part of the P2 leadership bonus. Now the P, which is another 2.5%, this pays out for 8 weeks. If you are leadership bonus part 1 qualified, that pays out for 8 weeks. Once that 8 weeks is up, and if you're leadership bonus 2 qualified, or when you become leadership bonus 2 qualified, that pays indefinitely, and that's 2.5% for that. So I try not to confuse you guys. I just say, if you're going to share it, if that's your interest to share this information with people and to grow a team, just share and grow and let the chips fall where they may, but also try to help people who want to become binary qualified or leadership bonus qualified, help them become qualified. It helps you as well, but other than that, just share the information and let the chips fall where they may. You're just helping. I just like sharing the information, and it just grows organically. So my top 10 reasons why MTI is a legitimate company, has been vetted. We have several interviews with Johann Steinberg, who's the CEO and founder of Ameritrader International. It's a done-for-you automated trading service. They have a stop loss in place, because some people wonder, well, how do I not lose money? There's an automatic stop loss in place. When profits gets to a certain amount, there's a stop loss in place so that we can't go below a certain amount. You receive daily compounded rewards on your contribution that you can withdraw at any time. That's huge. So there is no lock-in. You benefit from the accumulation of Bitcoin and the appreciation of Bitcoin. No recruiting necessary unless you want to participate in a binary compensation plan. But if you just want to be an investor and receive compounded rewards on your contribution, there's no minimum, there's no maximum. Whatever you contribute, the same thing will happen. That will happen to your account. You'll get a daily trading report in your back office. 100% of your money goes into trading. It's not transferred into someone else's pocket. And rewards are based on trading profits, not on recruiting. It's the right timing. Think about Tim Draper, John McAfee, right platform. It's sustainable. It's based on trading. MTI can lose all of its members and have one member who contributes to their account, and their Bitcoin will go into trade the next day to be traded. So it's not based on recruiting. They don't need people to keep coming. Whoever contributes to their account, it'll trade and make profit. Nobody contribute to their account. Okay, nobody want to participate, then that's what it would be. All right. And I say, how you make money? I like to say it is really easy. It's the first 2 steps. You enroll into MTI by creating yourself an account, and you make a contribution. That's how you make money. It's as simple as that. Even a caveman could do it. Now, step 3 is optional. You share your referral link. If you would like to, share with others. Now, how to get started? I'm gonna just do about 10 slides. This is a quick get started training. We're pretty much at the end of the presentation part, but this is a get started training so people can see what they have to do to get started. Basically, you get a link from the person that referred you, okay? You create a free MTI profile, which is a username and an email address. You buy Bitcoin on one of the various platforms. Depending on where you're located, might be more beneficial to go one way versus another, and we'll help you get set up. So you don't buy Bitcoin on MTI, you buy it on another platform, an exchange that actually markets and sells, Bitcoin. You fund your MTI trading account with a suggested minimum of $100, and the company wants you to do that. I'll tell you why, minimum $100, but you could do less. Always recommend that you start with less just for your first transaction to see that it goes through properly, but then you want to get to wherever you want to be. Okay, and trading starts automatically. You refer 2 people if you would like to be a part of binary compensation, and you duplicate that. Daily profits compound automatically is a truly passive income from daily trades. And if you want to be a part of a referral program, that can be truly explosive. So once you create your MTI profile, you'll be in your back office. And then what you will want to do is you will go down to the wallet section, and you will click the link that says add funds. When you click the link that says add funds, you will see this button, and it says generate new Bitcoin address. That will give you your deposit address in MTI where you want to send your Bitcoin to. It's your address. You can give it out to people because all they can do is send Bitcoin to it. If they want to donate to your address, by all means, have fun, taking and receiving Bitcoin. Okay, so once you click that generate new Bitcoin address, it will generate a QR code that looks like this, which will give you your Bitcoin address as well as this QR code. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to fund your account. I know you've been wondering, how do I fund my account, Gary? If I don't buy my Bitcoin in MTI, how do I get Bitcoin? How do I fund my account? Well, one of the places I'd suggest, because we're talking to people all over the world, is go to buybitcoinworldwide.com. So, and what you would do is you would enter in your country, wherever you're at, and your payment method. How do you want to purchase your Bitcoin? You want to purchase with a debit card? You want to purchase with a credit card, a wire transfer? How you want to do it. And what the system would do is they would go ahead, and based on where you're located, they would go and find places where you could purchase Bitcoin, and they would recommend those places. Now, that's a nice place to go to. It's user-friendly, and they also educate you on Bitcoin. There's other platforms where you could buy Bitcoin. The person that's enrolling you might have some suggestions for you. That's fine. But this is a place that you could go to as well. People always ask, well, what's the minimum I need to contribute to earn rewards, Gary? Well, I never like to say, what's the minimum? I say, well, shouldn't you be asking, what's the maximum I can contribute to earn the maximum rewards? Because you don't want to earn the minimum. The smaller you put in, the smaller you're going to make. The more you put in, the more you'll earn, dollar-wise. But everybody gets the same percentage. Okay, remember I said the company recommends you put $100 in minimum? The reason why you put $100 in minimum is because the company reserves the right that if you put in under $100 in your account, and say you decide to share this information with people and they would like to come aboard, what will happen is if you have $100 or less in your account, the company reserves the right to take that 10% referral bonus that you'll receive from referring that person and split it in half, in which they'll give you 50% of that 10% referral bonus into your income wallet, and they'll take the other 50% and they'll put it in the trading pool to be traded. Now, you'll receive daily compounding rewards, but you will only have access at that time in your income wallet to move that 50% either into the trading pool or, and leave it there or move it into your bank account. So they reserve the right to do that if you have less than $100 in your account. Okay. Now, which bonuses grow and which need to be moved? As I said, you can move Bitcoin to the trading pool. You can move Bitcoin back to your bank account. But the trading pool bonuses, are the ones that keeps being traded. Whatever is in the trading pool keeps being traded daily, Monday through Friday. And you keep receiving compounding rewards Monday through Friday, day in and day out, all year long. You don't have to recontribute unless you want to add more to the trading pool. You can add more to your account. There's no monthly subscription. You don't have to put $100 in every month or $1,000 in every month. You can put in whatever you want into your account any given time, any given day. But the trading pool bonuses that you receive, which is the daily compounding rewards, that's what gets automatically put in the trading pool. Now, your referral bonus, your binary bonus, your leadership bonuses that you receive, like if you enroll somebody and in 7 days you're going to get that referral bonus, that's going to go to your income wallet. That's not going to go to your trading pool. That's going to go to your income wallet. And what happens is that sits there. And the company says, well, what do you want to do with it? You got a bonus. We're not going to trade it for you. We don't know if you want to keep it and spend it, or do you want to trade it, and have it receive compounded rewards. So any bonus outside of the trading pool bonus was already in trading sits into your income wallet, and you decide if you would like to move it into the trading pool or somewhere else. And that somewhere else is another wallet somewhere, okay? Now, we're about to go into closing. I'll just say, take note, your Bitcoin, as we recap, is only used to be traded. Your Bitcoin is not used to pay any other person in the system. All payouts are from profits, only generated in a trade. New members are not needed for current members to earn from trades or from the network. Bitcoin is generated through trading, not through recruiting. Your daily trading profits is automatically compounded every day. And you can withdraw whenever you please without any limitations. There are no earning limit and there on trades. There's no cap. Now here's the income recap. Daily trading profits automatically added to your trading pool every day. 10% referral bonuses a week in arrears, which is 7 days off. Your leadership bonus, which is your P1 and P2 profit sharing bonus, are paid weekly, and you get paid on the binary bonus weekly as well. Of course, it fluctuates based on Bitcoin. 20% and as well as the profits. 20% of the binary bonus pool value depends on trading profits for that week. So depending on the trading profits, it could be one number versus another number. So your binary bonus pool amount is going to vary week by week. Your weaker leg volume changes as more people join and people withdraw. What we're referring to is on the binary, you get paid off your weaker leg, okay? Now your weaker leg, like say your weaker leg volume might be, 5 Bitcoin, which is around about $55,000. And your larger leg might be 35 Bitcoin. That's like over $360,000. So you'll get paid off of your weaker leg, but that weaker leg can grow to be greater than your previous strong leg. And then your previous strong leg becomes your weaker leg, and you'll start getting paid off of the volume of that leg. So they can change, okay? And what I always like to say is try to keep, if you're sharing information and you're watching your back office, it's not about the number of people that comes aboard, it's about how much people are contributing to their account. That's what it's based on, the volume. So you can have 2 people and they contribute 2 Bitcoins, and that's about $22,000 today, where you could have 10 people on another side who put $200 a piece, and that's only $2,000 worth of volume. So you can have more people, less volume, less people, more volume. You need $200 invested yourself to earn from the binary, went over that, and you need 2 personal referrals to be part of the binary. So guys, with that being said, I just like to say, just imagine in 10 years or less, growing your Bitcoin daily. Where could you be? Could you see life without money being an issue? You know, picture this. I'm actually planning to make this a reality. I will, me, my wife, my son, and my daughter, we're going to be sitting in a similar situation. I'm going to take a picture and it's going to be my screenshot, you know, in the future. So I want to make this a reality. But just imagine if you could spin the globe and anywhere you land, you can go without any worry, any care. Don't have to worry about looking at your bank account, seeing if you can afford it, you know, seeing what bills are going to be taken out. What if money was no longer an issue? That is possible. You know, with Bitcoin, it has the largest upward potential, you know, compared to other things that's going on out there. This opportunity is huge. I love it because you don't have to recruit. You just share the information if you choose to. Otherwise, you can contribute as much as you want to your account and watch yourself receive the daily compounding rewards. So that's what MTI is about, guys. Hopefully that was some value added content. Hopefully, you know, I answered a lot of questions. You know, I'm not going to take time to answer questions right now. You can get back to the person that referred you, you know, and we can even get on a three-way call if you want to bring me in. But I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Gary.
Appreciate you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.